What is up, YouTube? It's Dear coming to you with another video, and today I'll be talking about the snake in the garden, and I'll be talking about Adam and Eve, and I'll also be talking about slaves on the plantation. I didn't mean to say it like that, but I'll be talking about slavery time. So we're going to get started with Adam and Eve, and we're going to order. So, as we know, Adam and Eve, God created Adam and Eve, and he placed them in the Garden of Eden. The snake approached, or the snake came to Eve and told, hey, Eve, eat this apple off the tree. And then that's when Eve started to sin and they got kicked out. Everybody knows the story of creation, but let's think of it in a different way. So, the snake taught Eve to be aware of herself, self-discovery, knowledge when you know who you are and how you know how powerful you are. Jesus also taught self-discovery. Jesus taught how to connect with God within. If you check out my last video or my latest video I have, The Kingdom of Heaven is Within Us, I break down what verse in the Bible explains this. It goes into further details so you can get understanding of why I said God is within us for all my new followers. Okay? Well, I'll just keep going. Eve didn't want... So once Eve became aware of herself and what's needed, or once Eve became aware of the knowledge of self-discovery, she realized she didn't want to be the same as Adam. She realized she was Eve. She was meant to be her own person. God created her for a specific reason, and God created Adam for a specific reason. So when she realized she can be her own person, does it sound familiar? Woman power, girl power. Hold on, y'all. Women are also fighting to survive, especially our black women. Women are also fighting for the rights. You know, they had to fight for the women's suffrage. Women had to fight to vote. Women had to fight for equal pay. So, blacks, women, Mexicans, why are all the people in the Bible who are being told or who have control over them, have control over them now in today's time? So just think about that. That's another eye opener. So that's why it's important to protect and hold down women, because we are more powerful than we can ever imagine. Why do you think Eve was blamed for eating? So she can hold that trauma guilt, so they can know, okay, women are the reason we messed up. Reason are the reason we lost our true connection with God, when that's not true. Check this out. So, jealousy was also formed here as well, because now Eve realized, okay, I don't want to be the same as Adam. Let me go put some on. Let me go cover myself up, because now Eve realized she was worth more than what she was told. She started to cover herself up. So you cover up your sacred parts. Not everybody is supposed to have access to your sacred parts. So that's when you have sex. Now you're not supposed to have sex with everybody, because not everybody's supposed to have access to your fountain. Not everybody's supposed to drink from your cup. Have you ever heard of fountain of youth? Women have a womb. It brings children. The fountain of youth. When you're born, you come through a birth canal. So people are so busy out here trying to chase the fountain of youth, but it's already within you. If God is within us and God say, hey, I'm going to give you everything you need to survive, why are you searching outside of yourself for something? Why are you looking for somebody else? Hey, why are you trying to buy something from somebody else when you already have it? But if you were aware of yourself, the knowledge that Eve learned in the garden, you already know, man, I don't need to be out here trying to chase the fountain of youth. I am the fountain of youth. Have you ever heard of children of God? We are God's children. Children is also a youth, y'all. Come on, y'all. We have to open our mind to think. When we were in kindergarten, we had contact clues. So come on, y'all. When we think about stuff, we also have to, okay, open our mind up to other possibilities. Not just when somebody else tells us, hey, there can be more to the story. We just have to take time to learn, read, knowledge, go learn for ourselves. So when Eve realized she was worth more, she started to cover herself up. So Adam realized that when she was naked, it takes somebody else to see that somebody else is naked. It takes somebody else to cover themselves up to realize, okay, why do you have clothes on and I don't? So imagine that Adam was sitting there fishing, then Eve came and sat down. She done made her a straw hat, then got her a leaf top and a leaf skirt. And Adam looked at her like, hold on now, what are you doing? I'm sitting out here in the sun. How you got protection and covered up? I'm sitting out here getting sunburn. And so Eve be like, yeah, baby, you naked. Naked means to be bare. So imagine a man hearing like, yeah, you're naked. You don't have anything. That can be a big ego death. That can cause jealousy. And so if Eve took the time to have self-discovery and know who she was, she found a God within her. And Adam got jealous because he realized that he was then naked. Don't you think that could take the true connection from God? Or that can be the true connection from the masculine and the feminine, the true connection that can take away the feminine or the mother and the father, that can separate the household? Because if you don't have the two heads, how can you lead the child? How can the child be strong if the mother and the father are separate? So think about that. So it's not Eve ate an apple, man. Y'all eat. If that was the case, y'all think we would still be out here eating apples? Y'all think, okay, Eve, y'all can't eat the first apple, but since Eve done already ate the apple, I'm gonna let y'all just keep on sinning, y'all. Y'all just don't. Come on now, be for real. But anyway, let's get back into the topic. Now we're gonna go to the next subject. So, y'all know Adam and Eve maintained a garden. The slaves maintained the plantation. A plantation and a garden are the same thing, but the only difference is the environment. One produces a different type of plant due to the temperature. So, if I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause it this time now for real. So history tends to repeat itself. So Adam and Eve was kept in the garden. Slaves were kept on the plantation. So the slaves tended the plantation. Adam and Eve tended the garden. God wanted them to stay there until they learned about themselves. But wait, who was God here? But now let's switch back to slavery. The slave masters wanted the slaves there until they became a problem, until the slaves learned their worth and became aware of who they were. So that's why they wanted to try to keep the slaves from reading, and they wanted to keep the slaves from knowledge, because if Eve got knowledge and learned who she was and became powerful, the slaves can do it as well. So when they started to escape and cause riots, so of course, to keep them from running away or destroying their home, you would have to get something freedom, because eventually you get tired of chasing it, tired of trying to keep up with them. That eventually cause more work for you. Then eventually you become a slave to your slaves, trying to run after them and control them. So that's why they was like, okay, we might as well go ahead and let them go, because now they're getting a little bit, they're advancing a little bit more. Every time we advance, they give us a little bit more freedom. So imagine how much freedom they would give us if we advanced completely and knew who we were completely and we healed completely. So we'll have it all, right? Have y'all heard of the Boston Tea Party, when the U.S. didn't want to pay tax on tea or something, and they threw it in the tea in the water because they felt like the U.K. was stealing money because they no longer lived on the land. So why would they pay tax to the U.K.? So they started to realize, the slaves started to realize that they should be paid and they deserve better, because eventually, just like the plantation, the colonists left Great Britain, but when they came to the U.S., they were still taxed. We left the plantation, but every year we pay taxes, and the government still try to control it. Sorry, y'all started to cough. And also, if they really didn't want us here, if they really just want us to build land, and they had no use for us after slavery, and they made multiple threats to send us back to Africa or to return us back to our motherland, why haven't they did it yet? But it would be kind of crazy just to go dump off a group of people in a foreign land that somebody already owns, somebody already has a civilization there. So imagine the slaves getting dropped off on the beach, just like your mom dropped you off at your grandma's house, and you turn around and you see the ship turn around and the water sailing off, and you sitting there with the government at the beach because you can't belong there because you're now an illegal immigrant to a country you didn't come from. So, and you also can't return a package somewhere it never came from. So you can't send someone home that's already home, basically. So Jesus taught self-discovery and healing, and also taught, hey, look, our Creator, or the Most High, the Most High, the Most High is the Most High Star. The Most High Star is the sun. And if you didn't check out my last video, be sure to check that out. I go into detail about who Jesus was and who the morning star is. Okay. Jesus also taught, hey, God lives within me. The sun lives within me. The same light that powers the universe lives within me. I also have a video. It's called The True Connection of Our History. The true connection of, I don't know the name. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's like Black people and our true connection to God and the universe. And melanin is also found in the universe. Melanin is dark matter in the universe. So check this out. If God lives within us, if we have a piece of the sun that lives within us, and our skin is melanin, and melanin represents the dark matter, y'all, we're walking universes. I'm walking many universes around here. So just think about how powerful you are. But they're not telling you this. So that's why they didn't want the slaves to read. That's why they've been telling us, hey, y'all have been just more than slaves. They tell y'all, hey, y'all are just as powerful as the universe. You think people be around here paying taxes and telling, hey, you can't wear this to work, you can't get this done, you gotta wear your hair like this, you gotta look like this. People be out here doing their own thing, living their own dreams with no fear because they know, hey, look, I have the power to control my life. If I mess up, I can fix it. But it's only when jealousy, ego, and negative emotion comes in, when that whatever takes us out of harmony, that's when violence comes in. So as long as we are in harmony with ourselves, in harmony with nature, we won't have to have a leader, because we will all know, and have respect and love for each other. Because if we love ourselves correctly, we will love other people correctly, because we'll know, hey, that's also me. Everybody's connected. If I go through something, the next person's going to go through it as well, because what I put out not only affects me, it affects everybody as a whole. So that's why you have to be aware of how you treat others, how you treat your neighbors, because how you treat your neighbor, and neighbors going to come back and treat you the same way. So why would you treat somebody bad just to have them come back and treat you bad? So think about that. And also, what do you look up to? A father figure. So now you have the father, the son, and the mother. Also, I talked about Adam and Eve. Eve realized that how powerful she was, and how she held the fountain of youth, that she can also co-create with God, could produce life herself. So you have the mother, the father, and the son. So the sun, we also talked about the morning star. The sun shines bright. The sun gives us light at daytime. At nighttime, the moon gives us light. And the moon represents feminine energy, the mother-like energy. And the sun and the moon are the head. They're in the sky. At all times, at daytime, the sun is in the sky. At nighttime, the moon is in the sky. So we have two heads, and then we have us on earth. So we have the sun, the earth, the moon, and the earth. We represents the earth, because we are also little tiny universes that revolve around our parents, or not revolve around the parents, but we come from our parents. We get guidance and direction from our parents. We get our life. We get our life from our parents. We don't revolve around parents, because our parents have their own life and we have our own life. We have our own. You don't revolve your life around your parents. You honor your parents, but don't allow your parents to live their life through you, because your parents had their chance to do what they had to do. But now this is your chance to make your destiny, fulfill your dreams, live out your dreams. Your parents still alive. Just because they old don't mean they can't live out their dreams. If they wake up tomorrow, hopefully, I pray everybody wakes up tomorrow. Sorry if that came out the wrong way. Everybody's going to wake up tomorrow. And you still going to have the opportunity to live out your dreams, just because you saying you old. Okay? Be the first old person to do something. Be the first person your age to go do something. Just because you a certain age don't mean you can't do something. You just holding yourself back because you're scared that's how you see yourself. You see yourself that somebody think, oh man, that man too old to be out there. Oh, that lady too old to be out there doing something. Are you too old to make money? They ain't talking about you too old to make money. You ain't too old to eat. It's only you too old to do something, and when it don't benefit them, when they think they too old to do something, so now they think, oh, if I'm too old to do it, you too old to do it. So Just like when Adam blamed Eve for his disconnection with God because his jealousy, people can blame their problems on you, put their problems on you. So don't let nobody tell you can't do nothing, because half the time they think they can't do that for themselves. So, and have y'all also heard the song Lauryn Hill and Nas, If I Ruled the World? They was talking about, hey, let's march up to the sun, and then we have people talking about children of the sun. So all these things, like people when they used to worship the sun, yeah, they wasn't worshiping the sun. They just know, okay, y'all, look, this is an important part of life. We need these things. And God, and then the Bible said, I'm not particular what verse it is, but the Bible did say y'all have to be grateful. And when you're grateful for things, you get more of it. So, of course, if y'all want to live, y'all can be grateful for the sun. I'll be out there too. Yes, thank you, sun. Thank you, sun, for life energy. Because I would want to wake up the next morning to go do what I have to do. I would want to get another chance to go out there and live my life. So yeah, I'll go out there and say, yeah, I'm grateful for the sun. Thank you, sun. I'm grateful for the moon. Thank you, moon. Because the more you're grateful for something, the more energy, the more you get of it. Because the more you're grateful for something, the more you attract. So come on, y'all. They makes the good things seem bad. Just like when they say honor your ancestors. I'm going to get into that right now. So the snake doesn't represent a bad thing. The snake represents knowledge and wisdom. Okay. And knowledge and wisdom can become a threat to people who don't want to see others succeed. The snake also represents Kundalini rising. It's when energy rises up your spine. This energy represents energy rising from our lower body to our brain. So it represents you raising the energy up to your consciousness. So you're raising from a lower state to a higher state, from a lower mindset to a higher mindset, from a peasant mindset or a slave mindset to a God mindset. So you have just like you had the pharaohs and the peasant, and now you have the slave masters and the slave, and nowadays we have the government and society. So y'all, it's the same thing but different words. So come on, y'all, wake up. So, and also your pineal gland is located in your brain, and your pineal gland is your true connection to God. That's your third eye, perhaps. So, boom. Let's just say history slowly represents itself in different ways. With wars and slavery, it's just each time slavery gets a little nice because they realize who they are, or they know, hey, I'm equal. But in somehow form, we're still being controlled. But it's easy to control a mass population when they don't even know who they are. They told us who we are. They told us who to be, and that's not okay. For example, the names they called us that stuck to us. They have sermons on there from different pastors. At this guy who was somebody who was a follower of Muhammad that was teaching, and he said the white folks taught us how to treat them, but not how to treat each other. We treat each other how the white folks treat us. They treat us bad and kill us, and then boom, we go out and do it. So now we're doing their dirty work for them without them having to lift a finger. Have you ever heard of monkey see? I'm not going to say the rest, but you know what I'm going to say. Words are powerful. So that's why you have to be careful what you say and how you treat each other. But no one needs us right now more than we do. The black community needs the black community. We need each other. We don't need someone telling us who we are or what we should do, how we should dress, how we should act, or how we should be. Just like I said, energy can't be destroyed or created. Our ancestors haven't left. The energy is still here and very much present. And as we heal, they heal. As we become powerful, they become powerful. So we become even more powerful on both sides, restoring our connection to our true self and our true histories with our ancestors. And our ancestors lived through us. That's why we honor them, because in our DNA holds memory, and DNA is passed from generation to generation. And our DNA is like a flash drive. So the memories and energy still live through us as well. You just have to be aware and tap into the special gift that God intended us to have. We are the real Hebrews. We are the real Israelites, or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, God created humanity. God created us to be equal and to be one to balance out each other, not control and rule over each other. You can only rule over your own kingdom. You can only rule over your own life. Leave everyone else's life alone and get right with yourself. Focus on your health and your mindset, your dreams, your goal, and most of all, your relationship, which is also your relationship with yourself. So remember who you are. Also think about it. When y'all saw Lion King and how Simba looked up to the stars and saw his dad, look up to the stars and see your ancestors. Proof that their energy is still here. Have y'all ever listened to gospel music and y'all be hearing and y'all think y'all hear angels singing? Yeah, y'all be hearing angels singing because those are your ancestors, hoping, praising, singing to be saved. Because you know who, they singing, praising, and watching over you, protecting you because they watching over you, telling, hey, we are still here looking over and protecting you. We want to guide you, but you just have to look up to us and to believe in us, just like we believe in you. Because when you heal, you're not only healing yourself, you're healing them. So, of course, y'all, they believe in you. The person they have been waiting on, it's us. We, the kids, or the future, the generation. So our ancestors have been waiting on us. They have been waiting on us to save us. They not waiting on another white man to come save us. If the white man was gonna save us, y'all think he would have saved us when he came over here with the colonizers and boats? That would have been Jesus then. But no, that wasn't the case. The real Jesus that's gonna save us is us as a whole, the black community as a whole. Because when one person healed, another person. You know what I said, monkey do, y'all? So come on. But I don't know. But so some stars don't shine as bright, but they all shine. But together they shine even bright. So let's come together and shine. Let's not create a star, but when we come together, let's create a sun, because together we are just as more powerful than ever. It's time for a change, and a change will come. When it's time for a promise will come. We just have to hold up our inner deal and fulfill our life journey, our destiny, and live up to our divine birthright. Be who you want to be. Live out your dreams, not just follow them, live them out. Also discover your true relationship with God and your ancestors. Set yourself free to the endless paradise of wonderful possibilities and wonderful beginnings and opportunities that can last for eternity, last for a lifetime. So choose to heal and spread love. Wake up and remember who you are. Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid nor dismayed, for the Lord God is always with you wherever you go. Have a good day, y'all. Y'all be safe.